Oh, hello there, welcome back. It is the final instalment. Stormont is where the Parliament sits in Northern Ireland. It's the final instalment, we've set the tone, haven't we, of the day here, of Treat Yourself Tuesday versus Fake Friday. It's going to be absolutely fabulous, and we're going to end it exactly how we began it. With the lovely Craig. How are you, Craig?
I'm doing good, thank you. I am nice and refreshed for this last show of the day. It's going to be so much fun. It's already started, it's already kicked off, the hilarity already, but we do have a great craft ball in mind.
We do indeed, and loads of fabulous deals coming up your way as well. Should we do a Steels? Should we do a Steels preview? Yeah, okay, let's do a Steels preview. Here we go. Here is everything that is coming up in the show. It's the foil stamp and cut elements Provence and Leon, $24.99 or $24.95. It's a great deal on this next item that we've got for you, which is our sentiment stamp collection. Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa!
I was thinking about doing that
$9.72 or $10.85. $10.85 is your price. It's a half price deal. Do you know why it's a half price deal, Craig? Because everything's half price. It's a half price craft vault. It's very, very exciting. Right, what else we've got coming up in the show this evening? The Chloe items. We did manage to find a tiny bit of extra stock on both the Chloe items to enable us to bring them back to you. However, we don't have anywhere near as much as we would like on both of these items. So this is the first one. You've got the stamp. Stamp and cut element. Let me try that again. You've got the stamp and dies here in the trio, 2248 or 2692. And then we've also got a embossing folder collection for you as well. The embossing folder collection, 2248 or 4187. Use your club inspired discount on top of that as well to get even greater savings. The layering stamps, we're going to be having a look at these a little bit later in the show. These are just awesome. They give you such a really lush, full effect when you stamp that gorgeous, clean, clear, crisp image. 1948 or 2992. Now, these stamps, well, these were the star of the show in our earlier Craft Vault show. Easy to see why. $12.47 to get yourself 5 brand new collections. 93 elements in total there for you in that collection. Right, we've also got some festive cut and emboss folders on the show for you as well. Rejoice, Peace, Faith, and Holly, $25.98 or $29.90. That should get you to, oh, sorry, wrong details there. Right, here we go. $25.98 or $29.90 gets you those 4 cut and emboss folders. There we are. We do also have some double-sided dies on the show for you as well. These ones here, these are gorgeous. I really, really love these. If you've not tried double-sided die, maybe go back to our earlier launch party show, get yourself the Explorer kit and then grab these at half price because they are absolutely gorgeous. We do have some of our expression sentiment dies on the show for you as well. You can get 4 of these for $9.98 or $17.90 if you want to grab hold of those. Right, let's come back and have a look at the rose gold collection though that we've got on the show for you today. It's a really awesome one. I was really surprised this morning when I came in and were able to say that we've got Sarah's signature rose gold on the show for you at a half price deal. Now what you've got in here is you've got some gorgeous stamps and dies with the birthday wishes. You've got the frame in here. You've got 2 different embossing folders. You've got that lovely border one and then we've got the beautiful rose background one, the rose blooms, and then you've got the cut and emboss folder as well. It's a really lovely collection, $44.95 or $55.91. Today though, $22.47 or $27.95. Really busy on that in the earlier show, already busy on that again now as well. Loads of you are saying hello today as well. How are you all finding the new schedule? Let me know. Is it nice having this later show? Are you watching us after work? Are you watching us on your lunch break on the East Coast where it's what? 2 p.m. on the East, a little bit late for lunch. Maybe you're having a long lunch. Look, if you work from home, it's all one big long lunch. Apparently, that's what they tell us. I'm not sure. We don't work from home, but I'm only joking. I know a lot of you at home working very, very hard. I'm just backpedaling now, aren't I? Diane from Illinois is in the building. Hello, Diane. Sarah as well is in North Hampshire. Pearl's is in from California. Rebecca in Northern Ireland. Katrina's in from Northampton as well. Right, we're going to have a little bit of fun, aren't we, Craig, in this show? We're going to ask you, we're going to talk about, I should say, what would you put in Room 101? Now, Room 101, for our American viewers, I don't know if you have it, it was a Paul Merton show here in the UK where celebrities went on and they talked about the thing that annoyed them most in life. I'll have a think about mine. Craig, you have a think about yours. They've been savage already in the gallery, so I've asked them to tone it down and come up with some more on-air friendly ones. But let me know. Come and have a gossip with me in the comments over on Facebook, Crafters TV, if you want to pop into the comments over there. Search for Crafters Companion over on YouTube, pop into the comments there as well. And of course, as always, if you want to send us any pictures, do you know what? You can send us pictures of absolutely anything. Do you know what I would love to do, Craig, but I think it would just be too dangerous? You know when you do like, send us the 7th photo in your camera roll or something like that, and then not explain it. Can you imagine? Should we do that? Should we do it? I don't know what mine is. I'll have a little look.
So, is it 7th from the very beginning?
7th from the end.
From the end.
Or I tell you what, don't do that. Send us the last photo in your camera roll. I dare you. Go on, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Send us the last photo that's in your camera roll. I dare you. Let's have some fun. Come on. It's the late shift. The bosses have gone home. Mine would be a screen grab for a reservation for a delivered burger. So not really anything exciting there. Right, Craig, where are we going first? What was yours? What was yours?
What was mine?
What was your picture? Your last one you took?
1, 2, 3,
I hope
4,
it has more
5,
exciting than
6.
mine. No, the last one, not the 7th one. Sorry, the very last one.
The very last one
Yeah.
is actually from me and Bernie earlier on today.
Ah.
There we go. So to the close-up. There we go. So if I go that way, there you go.
There you are. That's a cute photo.
It's a good one, isn't
yeah,
it?
send me the last photo.
It's a bit lethal. I never know what's actually way to pop up notification-wise. You know?
Send me. Right, this is Fake Friday for me, Craig, and this is the last show of the day, so I've got to try and rein it in a little bit. We're going to have a load of fun. Stay with us for the whole show. Don't forget, though, get yourself over to the website and have a look. Click that Shop the Show button. Have a look at all the deals that are coming up. Everything will be half price, though. Right, where do you want to start, Craig?
So we're going to start exactly there at the rose gold. I cannot believe, I said it in the earlier show, I cannot believe that we've got this in Craft Vault and then we've still actually got it. What we're going to do with this one is we're kind of going to mix it up a bit. This one's going to kind of focus on the actual embossing folders, and then later on we're going to incorporate another product with the rose gold and we're going to bring them together and show how you can mix and match. So to start with, what I am doing is I'm using some of the cardstock that originally came with Rose Guard. See, this is it. See, when Rose Gold came out, well, obviously it was Rose Gold. When Rose Garden came out, I kept calling it Rose Gold, and then now I'm reversed the other way around, and I keep calling Rose Gold
I do exactly the same thing.
So, yeah.
And I still can't say try, blend, brush, pen without saying it at that speed.
At that speed. So we've got the rose gold on this one here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop my cardstock. This is some of the pearl card that came originally with the rose gold. And this is just what I would class as a traditional standard style embossing folder. Nothing standard about it. All that I mean by that is there is no 3D elements throughout the folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm even going to add in my metal plate. Let's see if I've got...
Cheryl's been in touch, Craig.
Uh-huh.
It's a great day for us and it's a great day for Cheryl. I feel like day 2 and we got there. Cheryl made it a whole day on her delivery round today without her battery going, Craig. It was a full day of Crafter's Companion. No battery issues. Whoop, 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 whoop indeed, Cheryl. How was your round? Was it a good one, Cheryl? Was it, how many drops did you make? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, so pleased that Cheryl was able to listen to us all day at work without any battery issues, Craig. How good is that?
That is so good. It's so good. Managed to get all the way around and actually listen to us. Love it. It's great to have our company and everyone else's. Here, look at this one. So if I come close up now, close up.
That's beautiful.
Can you see how, just by adding that metal shim in, it just gives extra depth to your embossing folder. Love it. Love that effect that you're getting. And then all that I'm going to do as well, I'm going to bring in a bit of a Friar Brown Joe, and what I'm going to do is just kind of ink the edges. But now, I'm going to get in there before you do. What would you put into room 101?
Chuggers, charity muggers. I'm all for supporting charity. I support lots of charity. Do some volunteering, Craig, and all of that. But the people in the high street that when you're trying to go somewhere and they want you to like sign up for something, it doesn't have to be just for charities. It can be for, changing your electricity over, signing up for Sky TV. You just want to get on with your day. You just want to, walk up the high street without, oh, Craig.
I just
Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Apparently, producer Laura used to be one of those people. She used to try and sell photo shoots to people's kids on the high street. That's not as bad, but I mean, on the scale, you're at the better end. But yeah, that's the thing that gets me. Craig, what's your thing?
Actually, just before we go into mine, I want to actually extend on that. What was your excuse? Every time someone would say, "Have you got a moment?"
I don't make one. I don't make. Oh, sorry. What was your? So you're asking me what my excuse
What
is?
yours is, yeah.
When they approach me,
when they come up to you,
I just say no, thank you,
and
carry on walking. Yeah,
I
don't apologise.
I always do that. Like, I'm in a rush.
People are like, oh, I'm so sorry. You don't have to apologise. You just be like, no, thank you. Be courteous and carry on walking. Yes, I don't like when people ignore people generally.
No,
I think that's very, very rude. I think you should always acknowledge someone, no matter who it is, even to say no. What are you putting in Craft Vault 101? What are you popping in there?
Well, it's not obviously craft related, but I don't know what one do you want me to put in the vault?
There's so many.
There's so many.
The most PG one, please.
The most PG one is those that wear sunglasses inside.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't get that.
Do you know what?
Bugs
I'm
me.
okay if they're what are those glasses called that get lighter and darker?
That's different.
Transition lenses. That's different because they adapt to the sunlight.
Plus, you can tell that they are actual glasses and they're not sunglasses. I mean these people that actually just
sunglasses at inside and sunglasses at night, Craig.
Oh yeah, don't get that.
Two of the same things. Yeah, that's a good one, Craig. I think that's pretty good.
That
Let me know yours. Crafters TV over on Facebook, or of course search Crafters Companion over on YouTube. As this is only the second day of our later programming, Craig, so I feel like we can get away with this. I feel like, though, we're only going to get away with it for so long. We might have to sort of, it might have to taper off a little bit. So let's just make the most of it now whilst we still can. That is looking beautiful. I need to let you know that it's getting really busy on this Road Gold collection. Remember, you get an extra, you get about £4.50 more off of this as a Platinum member. You get over another $5 off of this as a Platinum member in the US as well. And you've got a great saving, half price, as everything is across the whole of this Craft Vault show, which is awesome. What colour was that you used there, Craig?
So that was Friar Brown. So that was Friar Brown from our water reactive that he used on that one there. So yeah, but you could of course use any other colour. Maybe you want to even go around with some of your embossing powders. That would work really well as well. It's entirely up to yourself. But I find that the brown can work really well with rose gold. I think it can really just add that little bit of extra elegance to it. And then all that I'm going to do with this one, Joe, is you even get that little embossing folder. I say little, or elongated, so it's 1¼ inches by 7 inches. So it's a nice one just to add as a banner or a strip. So I'm putting in a bit of gold, and I'm going to run this one through, and it's just going to be the same as before. Pop in my folder, pop in my shim, and then pop in my top cutting plate. We're going to run this one through as well. Of course, these are all going to go through the Gemini Junior that I like to use. It will, of course, go through your large Gemini. It's going to go through your Gemini Midi, and even this small one's going to go through your Gemini Mini or your Gemini Go. But they will, of course, go through any of your die-cut machines that you've got at home. It doesn't just have to be the Gemini. Even just that one is a little band, is a little strip. Maybe you can run it all the way around. Now, if you're doing, once we're allowed, you're doing dinner parties or any parties in general, you could be using them around as napkin rings. So many different ways, bottom of candles and that. So don't just think about your card making.
Susan Russian's got in touch, Craig, and she's got the most epic addition to Room 101. And I must say, Susan, I am totally one of these people that you're talking about as well. Susan would put into Room 101 people who do not read the entire email and then ask questions that are already answered further down the email. That is textbook me. It's textbook me. I do it all the time. Everyone is very patient with me here at Crafters TV. I get a lot of, as per my previous email.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true though. Yeah, you should always read the whole email. I never do.
Yeah, that is a good one. I like that one. I like that
It's
one.
a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good one.
What are yours? Let me know across on Facebook and on YouTube as well.
It's actually just one of those, see, to start with, you don't always initially think of off the top of your head, or no, this one, or that one. But then really once you start to think about it more, or you hear other people's, that's when you really start to think, you actually start to build up in your mind. You're going, yeah, I know that one, I know that one. Laura's just said one as well, and I completely, utterly agree with you on this one. Grinds me as well. I'm going to let you tell everyone, Joe, on that one.
People that are consistently late.
Yeah.
Consistently late. Yeah, I'm pretty good timings wise. I mean, occasionally I'll be late. But do you know, it's one of those things, it's one of those things, I'm only ever late to things that I really don't want to go to. do you know what I mean? I'm very rarely late. But if I ever turn up late to something that you've organised, just know I didn't really want to be there. That's what I would say.
Now that I know.
Sorry?
Now that I know, if you are turning up late, you know, if it's something to do with
or
me,
unless, like, obviously, unless you're travelling a long distance and there was a traffic jam, or, you know, sometimes those kind of things. But no, I'm often on time. But yeah, if I am late to something local, then you know how I feel about it. Will says he hates people that wear sunglasses when it's not sunny outside. I get that.
Yep.
Dieter saying talking in the movie theatres. If you want to talk, meet for a lunch date. I get ya. And Michael saying loud talkers on their cell phones in public drives me crazy. I agree with you. You're all right. This is a place. That is beautiful, Craig.
So what I've done, I just wanted to focus on what comes in that collection. I didn't want to add any more to it. This kind of style way that I got the inspiration from this one here. So if you do have any of the rose gold elements at home, you might not, this might be the first part of rose gold that you've got. This gives you an idea, maybe some flowers at the top. It could be flower forming foam, it could be paper flowers, a little sentiment at the bottom. But there we go, you can see how there, that would then start to build. It's kind of like your platform for you to build upon when it comes to your card.
Looks absolutely gorgeous, Craig. Really love that. And that just shows you, you know, just doing something quite simple looks really awesome. Remember what you're getting in that rose gold collection. So you're getting those really lovely stamps and dies. You're getting those frames in there. You're getting the full A5 embossing folder, the cut and emboss folder, and you're also getting the border in there as well. Let me show you some of the stuff that's going to enable you to make. So here we've got I dropped one, sorry. Here we've got a fantastic shaker card. This one here, what concept card? Is this a concept? Oh, Craig, look at that one.
Check that one
Have
out.
you seen
Fancy.
that? Fancy.
You'll be able to do that with your Ultimate Pro, your
Isn't that
USB.
awesome? I love that. Do we know what that's called, that card concept?
I do, but it's popped out my head. Can't remember.
Okie doke.
Pop-out card.
Sorry?
Pop-out card.
A pop-out. No, because isn't a pop-out card something where it like pops out the inside?
No, it kind of pops out the outside.
But a pop outside card. Oh, it's don't pop outside. Honestly, it's Baltic out there tonight here in the northeast. But these are some of the great things that you're going to be able to make with that collection. And what I love is maybe you could you know, when we launched the whole collection, you couldn't stretch to the whole collection. But do you know what? Now what we're able to do is offer you a really lovely, succinct bundle of goodies from that range, but also on a half price deal, making them much more affordable, which is awesome. I'm just going to grab my stamps there. Now, let's have a look at the double-sided dies that we've got on the show. Great that we've got premium product on this show, even though we have a half price messaging all the way across the show. So these are our double-sided dies. Now they're Christmas dies, but I know you're thinking, Joe, Christmas has just been. I know, but we're just not going to bring these to you at half price when it's Christmas time, let's face it. So get them now whilst they are on an awesome deal. So you've got this one here. This one's my favourite actually. It's that snowflake there that you can see, and it really is great. You've got double the amount, it cuts double the amount basically, so it gives you double the amount of depth, double the amount of dimension, double the amount of interest in your projects. We've got this gorgeous one here that has got these peonies on it, and these are creator card dies. So you'd think that a creator card die, a single-sided creator card die will cost you anywhere from $14.99 to from $14.99 to $24.99. So let's say £25. You've got two of them in each one here. So you know you've got hundreds of pounds worth of dies here for an awesome price. $37.48 is an incredible price. Upside down baubles, there we are. So do grab those. Now's a great time to place your order. Head over to the website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Remember, that is where you can watch and shop at the same time, which is awesome. Liz says, my Room 101 edition would be people that try to tell you what to say while you're on the phone. Oh, it's so annoying, isn't it? Have you ever been on the phone and you're talking to someone and someone's trying to tell you whilst you're having a conversation? I think that's a mum thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
My mum's the only person that does that to me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
That was
to
you.
me. That was to me. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. No, I would agree with you there. Yeah, my mum. Well, not so much now because obviously I live away from home. But yeah, she used to.
Yeah, I remember being at home and tell them this. Oh, and also ask them that, and also tell them this. And it would always be when you were on the phone to not someone you know. It would be a takeaway or the bank or a taxi company or something like that.
Or they do the hand movements instead.
Yeah. It's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. Just stop doing it. Right, let's move on to the stamp. Now, these were the busiest item in the earlier show. You guys have absolutely loved them. You bought these in your droves. This one here, you got things like Father's Day, retirement, birthday, let's party. The next one we got here are the Be Fabulous accessories. So you can see, thank you. It's your day, shine bright, be fabulous. I can't say I do without you. Will you be my bridesmaid? You shall go to the ball. Bottles Up is this next one that we've got just here. Age to Perfection, champagne, happy, congratulations, celebrate, vintage. We've got things like wine. Every hour is happy hour. Is one that it says just here. Does it say happy hour, happy hour? I guess they're the same thing. This one just here says the sweet treat accessories is what we've got. You're the icing on the cupcake. You're a beautiful cupcake in a world of ordinary muffins. Birthday cupcakes don't have calories. There's some of the fun sentiments that you've got within that one just there. And this one here is time for tea. Now, time for tea, you've got have a tea-rific day. Tea is liquid wisdom. Tea is a hug in a cup. May your cup be overfilled with blessings. Grab these whilst we have them. $12.47, $17.37. No one's paying that because everyone is getting some sort of club-inspired discount, which is absolutely awesome. Very, very busy. Lots of you joining us. Gwen Terry says, talking on the phone in the bathroom. Once I thought the person was talking to me and I was answering her. Seriously, people should be able to put their phones down for even a minute. And also Susan also said this at the same time. People who use their mobile in the washroom. I have no... Do you know what? I have no issue. I have no problem using my toilet in...
Using your toilet?
Using my toilet in the bathroom. Where else am I going to use it? Let's face it. Using my mobile, my cell phone in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't see the issue in that. I don't think it's an ick whatsoever. My dad always used to read the paper in the bathroom every morning. So maybe that's what you do. Anyway, let's move on, Craig. Save me, please. What do you want to share with us next?
What was just a way to say as well, it's just a way to continue with, talking to someone that you're not talking to. What I mean is, you know how you get obviously AirPods now? So sometimes that they're actually speaking and you actually think you're speaking to them. So that actually made me think about this morning. Yeah. This morning when we were getting prepped for a wake-up call with Craig, I'd gone through into the office to make a cup of tea. I was all mic'd up, so I was actually speaking to Erin. I walked into the kitchen, and at the moment we're only like 2 in the kitchen, and Rachel was in there, Sarah's assistant. I'm speaking to Erin. Rachel starts to speak to me, respond to what I'm saying, and I'm going, no, Rachel, you're all right. I'm actually speaking to Erin. It's not you that I'm speaking to.
That is weird, and that is so embarrassing for the other person. I was recently out, Craig, and someone was walking towards me. I was like, how you been? And I literally, for a second, went, and then realised there was someone stood literally just behind me to the right-hand side who they knew. And I genuinely thought for a split second, Craig, they were talking to me.
It's like when someone goes past in the car in the peep, and you go away, and you go, Oh, no, that's not for me.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot as well. Anne says, people who park their car in the middle of the aisle in the store so you can't get by. Why do it, she says. Why do it? I quite like, for a little while back earlier in the, when was it now? Last year, I quite liked it when they had the one-way system in the supermarket for a little bit. Yeah, I thought that was quite good. It was quite nice. Now, it's a free-for-all. It's like Mad Max in there. They've removed it. You can just go for it.
You can. You can go all out. No rules.
I really feel like we've hit on something here, Craig. I like this. We're going to have to do this segment again. Katrina says, people who pick stuff in the shops and have a good old fiddle with it and then put it back. Absolutely. Especially at the moment. That's the great thing about shopping online, buying from us here at Crafters TV. No one's had a good old fiddle with it. It's just come straight from the warehouse. And the thing is, avocado, people that squish the avocados and then put them back, that is annoying as well.
It's like when they squidge the bread. It's like, don't do that. Have you never seen people?
I always used to go to the supermarket and squeeze. I would squeeze all the bread and try and find a warm loaf. If you could find a hot baguette, give all the baguettes a bit of a squeeze. Try and find a hot one. Absolutely, yeah, all the time.
For those that buy loads of toilet roll when there's no need for it.
Oh yes. Right, we're moving into dangerous territory now. We need to steer clear of this.
Shall I tell you what I'm doing?
Please do, Craig.
Let's go for it. Now, these sentiment stamps, when I say sentiment stamps, it's not just sentiments. You've got all these different acrylic stamps, accessories. Originally, these came with, let's just bring this one in here. So this came with your Create a Card dies. So you could add different accessory parts onto it. So I thought what we'll do this time, because we've got the stamps and we've got the stamps on our own, just in case you think you can't use them on their own, you absolutely can. What I'm doing is taking my Nina smooth cardstock underneath here, and I've taken one of my alcohol proof. So this is Flagstone that I'm taking. Using our alcohol proof because we'll do a little bit of colouring, and I'm just going to ink all the way up. What I'm doing is, the reason I've popped white card underneath is because I'm stamping off my page. That gives it a more random look, more realistic look. But what I don't want to do, because we've got a really nice, well, kind of clean mat, I don't want to be the one that gets into trouble for messing it up like I did with this unit yesterday. So I've popped that little bit of cardstock underneath, and random. All that I'm doing, Joe, is random. Doesn't matter if you come too close or
Could you overlap them if you wanted to a bit?
Sorry?
Can you overlap them a bit if you want to?
If you want to. Yeah, if you want to. I don't like to. Just, it's not pleasing to my eye. But you can do if you want. It's one of those things that you can please yourself. If you want to lap over, you can.
Gilmore says, Craig, he's Room 101 submission, says, at a previous job, a boss of his used to take an apple into the bathroom with him.
Oh.
That's not good.
That's weird.
That's odd. Yeah.
I hope he's eating it. You know, oh, do you know when you just have one of those things where you think you get, oh.
Right, come on, let's bring it back. Of course he was eating it. Maybe, Craig, he was just taking it in to give it a wash. That's what he was doing. Maybe giving it a bit of a wash because, you know, sometimes they need a clean. And then maybe he was drying it off and taking it back out with him.
That's what I think. I think that's what he was doing. Right, come on. Right, so here we go. Done my background, so straight away background all good to go. So that could be anything else, a backdrop for your card, or maybe you just wanting to do your own backdrop. What I've also done, another bit of Nina cardstock here, and I've cut this to 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. Can we go to Joe? Can we go to Joe?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Right, that's it. I've got it out, Craig. It's all out. It's all out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out.
Right, come on.
Very, very busy on the stamps, Craig. 93 elements in here. £12.47, 17.37 is your price. Aisha saying it's always Joe's fault. It is always my fault. Cheryl, our delivery driver, says you guys need to stop it. I'm in a store making deliveries and I am laughing my head off. It needs to stop. Sally Bond says, oh dear, the lads have lost it. We have lost it.
Yeah.
We will be getting told off. Ben's in for 3 days though from tomorrow, so at least I'm not going to be in the building. But no, we are having fun. We are having a lot of fun. We are very, very busy across all of the items in this Craft Vault show because it's all about half price. What is, producer Laura, what is the theme of tomorrow's Craft Vault? Do you know? I just tried to look in my diary, but I can't see it in my diary because it's not my show, it's Ben's show. Do you know what, Laura? Shall we? How do you feel? Should we go over what the shows are for the next few days? I don't have the information though, so you're going to have to feed it to me if that's all right.
I can tell
Laura's
you
like,
what's
yes,
on.
let's do it. You need to do it. Craig, what's coming up in your morning show tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have got...
Morning, a wake-up call with Craig in the morning.
I know what the show is. I can't remember what we've got on it. My show. I don't know what I've got on it. We've got another couple of guests. We've had some special guests ever since we started the show yesterday. We've got a really, really good guest Skyping in tomorrow. Can I just check? We are Skyping in? Yes, we are Skyping in. Someone that we tend to hear in our ear, maybe Skyping in tomorrow. We've also got, I believe I've got Jan popping in as well. I'm going to give you a few sneak peeks as to what's coming up throughout the day. So the theme is in the morning, I'm picking a product that I really like from Craft Vault. Then what I'm doing is I'm picking one from a later show and then one from another later show as well. And I'm having a bit of play and a bit of a chat. I'm going to then also, I want to think of something we can chat about tomorrow. So I'll let you know in the morning before we actually go live.
Awesome. That's going to be a great show. The Craft Vault theme tomorrow then is going to be buy one, get one free, which is awesome. We've got abstract stamps, yes, launch day with Jan, 1 p.m. tomorrow UK time. And there's Creative Cravings tomorrow night with the Butterfly Alphabets, and that'll be with Ben and Jan as well. And then I think it's Ben and Jan all day tomorrow, other than Craig in the morning.
I think I am 9 a.m. show and then...
and 7 p.m.
Yes, I'm both Craft Vaults.
Awesome. Both the Craft... Oh, you're doing both the Craft Vaults?
I'm doing... Yeah, my schedule says I'm in both Craft Vaults.
Well, then that must be what you're doing. And then, of course, on Thursday, there's a big day on Thursday. So, wake up call with Craig, of course, in the morning. What's our Craft Vault theme on Thursday, Laura? Surprise. Then on Thursday at 1 p.m. In the UK, what are we going to be getting up to at 1 p.m? Oh, we've got Pop Out Numbers. It's a launch day. It's a double launch day. Oh, we've got Cartload with Leanne.
Leanne's presenting.
Leanne is presenting.
I'm on Cartload.
You're going to be the expert. Leanne is doing the presenting. That's going to be exciting. And the reason that's happening, give Ben a chance to get ready and prepped for his first ever HSN preview, which is 2 p.m. Eastern time, which would be 11 a.m. West Coast time. And then on Friday, of course, wake up call with Craig. I mean, it wouldn't be a weekday if we didn't have a wake up call with Craig. But then we've got a masterclass on Friday with the Aperture dioramas, and then Colour Me Happy with Leanne. What's the All Things Inky? That'll be a really good one. Oh, I'm a bit gutted I'm not in on Friday. And 50% off Spectrum Noir is the theme for the Craft Vault that day as well, which is awesome. I am then back with you though on Saturday. Really looking forward to that. I'm reunited with Debbie, or What Am I Like Robinson. She's had a few weeks off. It's going to be great to have her back in the studio with us. I'm really loving that background, Craig. I think that is really, really striking, and such a huge difference that just going around the grey in the outline makes, doesn't it?
It really, really does. Now, usually what I'll do is I will use Ice Grey 2, but my one that I use for any of my shows, that's just running a bit dry. So instead what I've done is I've gone to the the brown grey blend for this one. I've gone for the light shade. You could do light blues if you wanted to, light tans, it works really well. But I love doing it. Many that know if I do Facebook Lives, when I do stamping, I do go around. If I'm not going to colour them, I go around with the grey. However, if you do colour them, you can still go around with the grey. It looks effective as well. And then I'm going to bring this one in all the way round. I'm going to pop this together. I have popped a sentiment already good to go, and this is going to show how you can use them all on their own. So although these sentiments, and I say sentiments, it is the accessories, although they originally came with the Create a Card dies, just want to show you how you absolutely can use them on their own. You don't have to use them in conjunctions with the die set.
Do you know what I wanted to say earlier, Craig, but I couldn't because we were already too far gone? I really wanted to say, after you said what you said, how'd you like them apples? But I didn't, I resisted, because it would have just been too far. It would have tipped us over the edge, Craig, it really would have.
Yeah, that would have.
I'm glad we've calmed it down now, we're back in the room. We're sorry about that. Faye says, this is so much fun to watch, you both laughed uncontrollable. Katie says, Joe, yes, we can hear you. Sarah says, lol, you two are so funny, this has made my day. How does your ink dry so quickly, says Katrina Hancock's.
My ink, so the one that I'm using is our alcohol proof. So this is the alcohol proof. So this is the one if you are going to colour with your alcohol markers. So either that one, or if you're going to use your alcohol markers, use your alcohol proof ink pad. If you're not going to use alcohol markers, use your quick dry ink pads. Both of them will dry really, really quick. They're the best ones to use.
Awesome, thank you for that.
No problem at all. And if you want to do some inky techniques or that, you could use your water reactive ones or even your pigment ones.
How fabulous. I think that is a really lovely, simple, yet really classy card, that, Craig.
All made, so this one was made using the Be Fabulous one, which is exactly that. It's all about Be Fabulous. Let me pop it that way, just so you can see the other ones. You've got the roses, you've got kind of wedding, celebrate on that one. But there you go. It just goes to show that you absolutely can just use a couple of stamps on their own and create a 6x6 card.
Awesome, love that. 1247 or 1737. Let me recap what you're going to get in here. You're going to get Time for Tea, which is this one here. You're also going to get Sweet Treats, along with Bottles Up, Be Fabulous, and you're also going to get Best Dress. 5 different collections in there for you, which is awesome value for money. £2.50 per collection instead of £5 per collection. That is what you're paying there, and it is really busy on those at the moment. Right, I want to share with you the Festive cut and emboss folders that we've got available at the moment. These are awesome. $25.98 is your price, which is a half price deal, of course. You can use your club inspired discount. Of course you can across everything, not just on Crafters TV, but across the whole of our website as well. Or $29.90 if you are across there in the US. Let me show you the kind of things that you're going to be able to make with these. They are absolutely awesome. What I love is that they cut that sentiment out and they give you all of that embossed detail as well. How about using them in this way? I think that is a really lovely example there. You're going to get Rejoice, you're going to get Holly in there, and you're also going to get Faith as well. $25.98 or $29.90 for these. Good, these ones, Craig, I'm guessing if you want to do a load of batch making, if you just want to get through a load of stuff, you've got a lot of Christmas cards to make, as many of us do.
Perfect. One pass through the Gemini, couple of bits of matte and layers, and really that's it. But you can go that wee bit further and you could be adding any embellishments or ribbons or bows, anything like that to finish it off. But very, very quick to make.
June says she's going to have to turn us over if we make her laugh anymore because she's had surgery recently, Craig, and she's not allowed to laugh. But she's loving watching us so much. She can laugh, but apparently she just has to hold her tummy, apparently. So, okay. Well, I hope you... June, I wouldn't want to feel responsible, you know, but I mean, laughter is the best remedy, apparently. So, no, but she's saying it in jest. She's saying her husband's telling her to turn it over. She's like, absolutely not. Right, I want to share with you the expressions dies. These are awesome because these give you these words. So the words are awesome because what you've got is you've got the outside edge die as well. So you can choose whether you want to cut it out or you want to cut it in. It's completely up to you. You can separate these. There's a lot of different techniques that you can do with them as well. You've got adventure. You also have blessed as well as courage and cherish as well. They are the 4 words that you're getting there. They are half price. I think they were awesome value at £5 per die. Again, much lower than that now as part of this Craft Vault show, which is absolutely awesome. And a little birdie tells me this is your next demonstration, Craig.
That little birdie is absolutely correct. Oh, I thought we were waiting to do some comments there.
No, that was it. Sorry, that was me throwing back to you there, Craig. Back to Craig in the studio.
He's hearing you somewhere. What I've done is I've taken some of our cardstock. This is from our 12 by 12 texture paper pad, and I've taken 4 of them. And what I've done is I'm actually going to run these ones through with we're going to do the cherish. We've done courage. Cannot say courage without thinking of Celine Dion song Courage. So I'm going to do cherish this time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 layers at once. This is why I've got a pencil line all the way across. Now, I don't know if we can make it out on this one here. If I turn it that way, I don't know if maybe up above or up close, George. I'm not sure what's best, but it's to let you see there's little notches on the left and the right hand side. So here we go. As we get a bit closer, you'll start to see. I'm going to try and stay still while I bring in my pokey tool, just so that I can point it out. Can you see just here on the right hand side and also the left hand side, there's a little notch there. That's to help you kind of line it up and guide it. So what I'm going to do now is that's going to be lined up against my pencil line that I've got here. And because I'm going in with 2 layers, I've only put my pencil line onto that top layer because obviously it'll die cut in the exact same place underneath. So what I'm doing is if I pop my die into place and lining up the little notch on the left hand side of my pencil line, and same when it comes to the right hand side. And let's pop a bit of tape just to secure it into place. And then what I'm also will do in a moment is do it onto the blue layers. The chances are, Joe, that these will die cut all 4 layers at the same time because it is the Gemini, but just to make doubly sure, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 2 at a time, and also to make it that wee bit quicker, what I'll also do is push it up to save it waiting to go all the way to where we need it to cut. If we then push it up to the top, and then I need to make sure, let's just add a little bit more tape. Just want to make sure, Joe, that my cardstock is staying in the same place, simply because we're actually going to be lining these ones up. So this is why I want to keep them nice and straight. So just tape it in, and then we're going to run it through our Gemini.
These are awesome, and these were very popular. These were part of a much larger collection originally, weren't they, Craig? And they were, I think it was the year before last, I think were one of the biggest selling die sets that we brought to you. They were very popular, I remember, and loads of people came up with so many different ways of using them. I think they're one of those collections of dies that more you use them, Craig, the more ways you'll come up with using, you know, how you snip into them, the different kind of card stocks that you play with. There's loads that you can do with them. I think sometimes you see a dice collection like this and you think, okay, it's a sentiment die with a removable outside edge. You don't maybe necessarily realise the amount of things that you're going to be able to do with it.
No, not at all. And this is where the notches come into play, and I'll show you that just in a moment. I'm going to bring these layers, I'm going to do it exactly the same. But yeah, absolutely, it's what you just said there. You know, you really can do so many different things, whether you're using the sentiment on their own or if you're going to use that backdrop. But it's just, it's quite fascinating to see how much of a difference, or actually how many more things you can do with the background die, because you've got a bit of a notch on each side, just to enable you to line it up. So I'm going to line it up again, and what I'll do is I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And I will pop my tape there to hold it down in there. Be careful, because I don't know if you've caught the one we've done with the lilac. I've just torn a bit of the cardstock off, so you'll be more careful than me. But I can run that one through. And the thing is as well, I'm using our texture cardstock, but you can be using, you know, your glitter card, your matte card, satin card, Centura Pearl, you know, you could be using Adorable Scoreable. Up to yourself. So we can take this one out. And then if I remove these layers here, So let's take that one off. I'm going to try and be careful not to tear this one.
Liz Williams says, us two, Craig, apparently are the perfect way to chill after a stressful day at work. Now, that's a compliment, isn't it?
That is a big compliment.
That is a great compliment. Thank you for that, Liz.
Huge, huge compliment. It's nice to hear things like that. Makes a difference.
Nice to be what, sorry?
It's nice to hear things like that.
It is, absolutely, yeah, 100%. I know we do have a lot of fun, but we are a big crafty community here at Crafters TV, and we don't take any of you for granted. It is so lovely having you all along. And I think the thing is, because we're with you so often as well, it's like we all get to know each other, which is loads of fun, and we all know. And so the thing is, I think, there's so many like little in things that we do and say, but you guys know because you're such a loyal fan base, you're with us all the time.
Yeah.
And so you know exactly what we're on about. It's great. Do you know what it's like? It's like, you know when you've been friends with someone for absolutely ages and you have all those little in things that you do, and it's fun because you don't have to explain it to them. Yeah. That's what working here at Crafters TV is like. It really is like all of the little sort of fun things you get to do with your best friends, which is why I absolutely love it. And I think you guys love it too. That looks great, Craig.
That's us just doing that sentiment there, but I know exactly, just going back to what you were saying, Joe, we've all got our own little quirks in that as we've gotten to know each other a lot more, or, you know, any of us, it's kind of like that inside joke kind of thing, you know, it's just our quirks that we know each other with, so it makes it
well, I hope you guys get it. Maybe they don't. Maybe it just goes over your head. Maybe you spend all your time thinking, what on earth are they on about?
Maybe actually, could be.
Let's hope not. If that is the case, we are sorry.
I was actually just about to use my guillotine there, but let's just use scissors just so that you can see. Where this pencil line is, I'm just going to snip that off. So snip there, and then I'm going to just make sure that we're all nicely lined up, and I'm going to snip along there. Then what we can do is bring in a bit of cardstock. Then this is where we're going to start to pull them into place. So if I bring this one here, now I'm just going to add a little bit of tape for speed, and then we're going to pull this down, just maybe, you know, a couple of millimeters maybe. So starting with the blues, we're even going to layer the purples onto top. So we're going to pull that down again, and it's simply just by pulling down a couple of millimeters. You know, you can, if you want, do half an inch, quarter of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. You can make the distance as little or as big as you want. That's up to yourself. And then what we can do here, this is the top part, so we're going to do that is in the exact same way as the bottom. So let's add some tape, and we're building upon it. And nothing's stopping you from adding a bit of depth if you want with your foam pads.
Oh, I really love this technique, Craig. I think it's really cool.
It's smart, isn't it? It's a real smart technique.
And really great if you've got those textured card pads. Those textured card pads were on a great deal yesterday, Laura, I think, weren't they? One of our shows yesterday. It was the Monday, they were the Monday Mega Deal. Do you know what? I reckon if you're quick, you might just squeeze in and get it. I know it's a 24-hour deal, but they might be up still on the website. Go and have a little look, see if you can find them, because they were on a really, really awesome price, and they're perfect for this. When really you want to make sure, I guess, Craig, the texture card pads are great if you're starting out, aren't they? Because it's great to have a load of cardstock that you know matches or almost matches. Yeah. And I mean, when you've got absolutely vast amounts of cardstock, you're always going to be able to find something that complements and works together. But maybe actually when you're starting out, these are a much better proposition because you know you've got something that matches without having vast amounts of cardstock. I mean, let's face it, most of you got vast amounts of cardstock. Can you ever have too much cardstock, Craig?
No. I'm a cardstock hoarder, but I'm certainly a cardstock holder when it comes to like pattern papers. 12 by 12, 6 by 6 is one of those I just can't cut into. I'm a bit like Christine Mahoney, where I don't actually go to the extent of buying like 12s of like she does, but you know, I certainly do buy a couple at a time because there's one that I do want to cut into and one that I just don't. I just want to keep because I can't just actually even go that far to cut into
absolutely.
one
I
of them.
do get you. I think a lot of people will buy one to use, one to keep. Karen Fisher says these shows are not only informative but very entertaining. Could you email that to our bosses, please, Karen?
Please.
We would like that. And could you leave us a review on TripAdvisor? That'd be great. Thank you.
I wonder, can you do that for us on TripAdvisor?
No.
No, it's not TripAdvisor. It's
Yelp?
that new one. Is it Google or something?
Yelp? Maybe you could Yelp us a review. I don't know. Is that something you can do? Trustpilot, is that another? That's another thing, isn't it? Yeah, you could Trustpilot us. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm one of those awful people, Craig, that relies very heavily on review sites and then doesn't leave any reviews. I've done a few, but it's very rare. I love TripAdvisor, for instance. I love to read reviews and see what people think about it. And obviously you take it all with a big pinch of salt, but I'm not a person that leaves a review. I need to leave more reviews. That looks absolutely stunning, Craig.
There we go. So in the earlier show, I did very quickly pick up on these ones just to show you how both layers cut. But on this one here, I wanted to show you how that this is actually the kind of like the main concept, Joe, of the sets where you can start to pull the colours out. I've done 4 colours there. Do 2 colours, do 10 colours if you want. It's entirely up to yourself. I've done a couple of millimetres. Once again, you can be doing, you know, a bigger gapping if you want. It's
do you see what I mean about them being like a crafty heartbeat?
Yeah,
I do like a little crafty heartbeat. Yeah, kind of that's what I see when I look at them. I think they're awesome. And what I know for sure is that you're getting an awesome price. Remember what you're getting in here. You're getting adventure. You're also getting blessed. You're going to receive courage, and you're going to get cherish as well. $9.98 or $17.90 if you want to get your hands on those. Right, we've got some awesome foiling dies for you. Not just foiling dies, they are foil, stamp and cut dies, which is awesome, which means they're going to give you gorgeous foil detail. They're also going to cut that cardstock out as well, which is awesome. This one here is the Provence. You also have the Lyon in here as well. They were very, very busy in the earlier show. $24.99 would normally get you 1. Today it gets you 2, which is absolutely awesome. Loads of you still chatting away. We've got 10 minutes left on the show. You've still got time to tell us what you want to put into room 101. We'll do a few more of them before the end of the show. If you drop across and let us know on social media, Crafters TV on Facebook or Crafters Companion across on YouTube. Right, we're going to look next. Have we got time, do you think, to squeeze one more demonstration in, Craig, before the end of the show?
I'm hoping so. While you're going over that, I'm just quickly...
Speed crafting with the Scotty... Speed crafting with the Scotty Hottie. I love that we just completely talked over each other.
And that was completely innocent.
We will not win a BAFTA for this show, I fear, Craig. These are those awesome layering stamps. Great thing is, use them individually, or you can use them in pairs. Use them all together, all 3 of them. And as our Tiffany would say, boom, look at what you get. You get this really lovely full effect. So you've got bees in the border. You've also got this one here, which is spring display. And you're going to get Crocus Collection, which is going to give you that as well. Really awesome. If you haven't tried them before, I think you'll love them. As a concept, I just love how full and lush they are, Craig. And the ability to play around with 3 different colours in the one stamped image, I think that's what really makes these stand out.
Exactly, they really, really do. That's kind of like the whole idea. If you know our ink pad family, then you get, for instance, yellows, you get a light, you get a mid, you get a dark. That's kind of what we're going to do on this one, but we're going to just mix it up very, very slightly. What we've got within these ones here, just to show you as well, you've actually got 3 separate stamps. These are what's going to layer up on top of each other. I'm going to use all 3 together, but Joe, you might want to use layer 1 and 3, maybe layer 2 and 3, maybe 2 and 1. It's up to yourself, but this is how they work. And because time and speed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our big, large stamping platform. You can use your 6x6 stamping platform for this one.
Okay.
You're going to use the grids to line up, but I am, for this one, going to use our large stamping platform.
Jill in North Yorkshire, Craig, rightfully points out, sometimes you leave a company a review and they harass you with requests for more reviews. Maybe that is what I'll put into room 101. There you go, true. Jill. It's in there. Popped into room 101 just for you.
Yeah, that I do sometimes find that happens if you do leave a review, and then the next thing you know, you're... I never leave my mobile unless you can't go any further without it actually. You know how sometimes it says...
Some people, Craig, are very concerned about their data and not giving too much information around online. I feel like I'm just like, just you tell me you can have you can have it. Take the lot. Give me the targeted marketing. I don't care. Take it all. Which is really bad attitude to have, I think, but hey-ho.
No, I do my email, but if I can get away with not putting my mobile number on it, then I do. Then that way, it's like you say, well, when it comes to the emails, I can just delete them, you know, but my phone going off and it's unknown caller and all that rubbish, and it's like, nah, try not to.
Yeah, it's modern life, Craig. Do you know what? Technology is a blessing and a curse.
It is.
You know, there's good and bad in everything, isn't there, at the end of the day? I think social media is like one of the best things that as a species we've ever invented. At the same time, it's quite annoying sometimes. Do you know? It's all about balance at the end of the day, isn't it? But if you could leave us a review, please, Jill, and then tomorrow I'll nag you to leave us another review. And then when you've left your review, make sure you put your landline phone number in and your mobile. We ring you on both for more. No, we don't. We honestly, we don't do any of that. We're a very considerate marketing team here at Crafters Companion.
Well, we've got a great team here.
We have indeed.
Great team.
Did I tell you I had a marketing email the other day to ask me if I'd like to opt out of Valentine's marketing, which I thought was an interesting option, Craig.
Oh,
yeah, you can opt out of certain marketing. How's that as a concept?
Is it not?
Yeah.
By the way, we can see that you're alone now. Would you like us to stop sending you emails?
Yeah. I think you can still be happy for other people, even if you are on your own. And you know, I'm not going down this route because we had a big conversation before the show about lots of things, and I feel like I'm being led up the garden path, Craig. So I'm just going to stop it there, okay? And I'm going to throw back to you.
Rightio, let's show you what we were doing on this one here. So layer 1, I just used our straw bale and we stamped out. I've done a couple of layers with that one just to get the colour. In case you're wondering as well, what I've done is I popped a bit of low tack tape in the corner that I've chosen to use, simply as a bit of a guide. And I'm now going on with my second layer. And this layer I am using my honey pot, which is a deeper brown. It's a deeper yellow, not brown, it's yellow.
It's yellow, it is yellow, yeah, correct. 10 house points for Gryffindor.
Oh, jeez.
Would you be in Gryffindor? What house would you be? I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, to be honest.
I'm not.
I almost called you Harry then. You are like, you are Harry, you know, Crafters TV very own Harry Potter. I reckon you'd look awesome as fancy dressed as Harry Potter, you know, Craig.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Maybe a little scar
You're
on
a
my
wizard,
forehead,
Harry.
or...
Yeah, I
You'd
think
be a
you'd be
good
great. Little
Ron.
pair of round glasses. I'd be Hufflepuff, apparently. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think you'd be a good is it Hagrid?
I'd be Hagrid is not a house, that's a character. You'd be Hagrid. Thank for that. I mean, I know I was asking for diet suggestions earlier on Facebook, Craig, but you've really taken the biscuit there. Robbie Coltrane, is that what you say I look like now?
Well, yeah. I think you'd be good. I think you'd be good. I think you'd be a good actor.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, good.
My favourite thing to do with Craig is make him feel really awkward and then just stop talking. That is my way of winding Craig up. That is what we do to each other. I make him say something awkward and then I don't jump in when he pauses because we are good friends, so we can do these sort of things to each other. We can wind each other up for your amusement at home. That is, we do it. We do it all for you. It's not for our own amusement at any point.
Watch me sink. Watch me sink. This is now layer 1 and 2 that I've done, Joe, and even leaving it as it is, you can see how well that looks, but let's finish it off. And I'm going to use black for this one. If you wanted to use a deeper tone, then you can, but we're going to use black for this one. Let's quickly press this so you can start to see how it will look. Now look at that. How spectacular.
Incredible.
Does that look?
That looks amazing, Craig.
It looks so spectacular and they're so easy to do. Once you've done 1 or 2, so easy to line up, and that's where it's done. The blending, the shade and the colour and all that detail's done for you. 3 simple stamp presses, and then you've got that and pop it onto a card. That would look really nice. Little sentiment.
Love to see that final black layer heat emboss maybe as well,
exactly.
Craig. How awesome would that be? You know, another way. And of course, you know, stamping and inking, there's so many different ways that you can play around with it. So many different things that you're going to be able to do. I think pop that on a card. It's going to look absolutely gorgeous. We've got 2 minutes left. Where does the time go in this second Craft Vault show? Should we have a bit of a big recap on everything that you've seen so far in the show? I think we should. Let's go back through all of these fabulous half-price items that we've got available for you on the show. We have got the foil stamp and cut dies available for you, $24.99 or $24.95. It's a half-price deal. It's a half-price deal because everything in this show has been a half-price deal. It's been very, very busy. Right, we also had for you Next up was the Sentiment Stamp Collection. In here, you're getting Stay Humble, Popping Prosecco, Get Well Soon, The Best View, Drink Prosecco, Shopping and Prosecco. I see a theme there, don't you? £9.72 or £10.85. A couple of Chloe items for you on the show. We had the Stamp and Die Craft Vault Collection, £22.48 or £26.92. We also had an Embossing Folder Collection. These are hanging on by a thread if you want to grab those. £28.48 or or £41.87 there is your price. Those layering stamps that you've just seen, you're going to receive the crocus, bees in the border and the spring display as well. £19.48 or £29.92 is your price there on those ones. The star though of today's craft vault has been these actually, which surprised me. Wouldn't have been my pick of the show, but easy to understand why they have been, because they are all really awesome usable sentiments. You've got Best Dress, Be Fabulous, Bottles Up, Sweet Treat and Time for Tea. We also had those festive cut and emboss folders available for you on the show. You've got Faith, Holly, Peace and Rejoice, and then we also had for you those word expressions. Adventure, Blessed, Cherished and Courage are the ones that you're going to receive. Half price, £9.98 or £17.90. And then finally, also very busy, I think your second favourite item in the show was these rose gold items. And it's really brilliant to have such a nice sort of succinct collection from one of our signature ranges and be able to offer it to you at half price, which is awesome. Craig, the Scotty Hottie, can I say I've absolutely loved the last couple of days launching the brand new schedule with you. It's been such a pleasure, and hopefully we'll be reunited again. So when I'm back on Saturday then, we're back together on Sunday, aren't we, for Second Chance Sunday?
That's right, yeah, Second Chance Sunday, and I believe it's the last craft vault as well of the day on Sunday. I am in, but I will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern time if you are up, or 1 a.m. Pacific time if you are not even going to bed. It's going to be a good show tomorrow. We have got, I'm going to tell you right now, we've got Jan and we've got Laura. So Laura's going to be Skyping in as well. So it's going
just
to be
Laura?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, who knows? Oh. Who knows? I'm not going to put the bunny amongst the pigeons. Right, have a great evening. I'll see you back here on Saturday. Ben's up tomorrow. Make sure you join Craig in the morning. It's been an absolute pleasure spending the last 6 days with you. Peace and love, and I'll see you back here on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye.